Today I will be showing you how to make an easy vegetable masala rice that takes just a few minutes to put together. Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bumbi. Use a large pan, wok or pot for this recipe. If you use something smaller than that, the rice may not turn as fluffy. Heat oil over medium-high heat. Once the oil turns hot, lower the heat to low and add half a teaspoon of brown mustard seeds, that is rye, and half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, that is jeera. The crackling of the seeds is an indication that your oil is satisfactorily hot, and you need to see that happy spluttering of the whole spices, because by spluttering they release their flavor into the oil, and basically you are cooking in a flavored aromatic oil. Do not allow the seeds to turn black, as then they will turn bitter. So before that happens, add finely chopped onions. Fry the onions on medium-high heat. There is no need to brown them up too much. When they slightly soften and turn a little pale, add coarsely chopped garlic. Remember not to chop the garlic too fine for this recipe. Stir the onions and garlic on medium heat for about a minute. Then the veggies start going in. Though I added broccoli, that doesn't mean you have to. You can use cauliflower or just leave it out. Cut the broccoli into small little florets because large florets won't be going well with rice. Stir on high heat till the broccoli gets this vibrant green color. Next I use red and orange bell peppers. You can also use green capsicum. I also like using a fresh chili, but that's optional. Give a brief stir. Next it is time for the masala powders to come into the scene. So lower the heat of your stove to low. Half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder or any chili powder of your choice. Or you can leave it out if you want to avoid the chili heat. 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, that is dhania powder, and 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, that is jeera powder. Give a brief stir. Next I added some frozen vegetables. It comprises of carrots, green beans, green peas, a little bit of yellow sweet corn. Now there is nothing wrong with using frozen vegetables. It is so convenient and comes in handy when you want to make something quick. And it is really a very silly way of thinking that frozen vegetables are unhealthy. Next goes in a teaspoon of my homemade shahi garam masala powder. You can use regular garam masala powder as well. I will leave the link to my homemade shahi garam masala video in case you are interested in making it. It is really very aromatic. Next add salt, and I like using a little bit of sugar, but that's totally optional. Do not allow the vegetables to get all mushy-dushy. They should hold on to their shape till the very end. Then the cooked rice joins the party. I always use cold rice taken out from the refrigerator just a few minutes before cooking. Cold rice stays firm and gets well fried without breaking. I added just a little teaspoon of oil to the rice and a little bit of salt to season the rice. I like adding salt in stages so that each element gets well seasoned, but that doesn't mean that I am using a lot of salt. If a recipe calls for a teaspoon of salt, I distribute and add at different stages of cooking. Stir the rice gently over medium-high heat. Though I used basmati rice, you can use any rice of your choice. If you want to use freshly cooked rice, allow it to cool down completely before using it, or else the rice will clump up, be sticky, and you will be extremely dissatisfied with the end product. This is like a fried rice, so the rice grains should be fluffy and separate. Stir the rice for a few minutes with gentle hands. Near to the end, I added about 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, that is jaifal. Next add 2 tablespoons of water and immediately cover on and keep this on low heat for 2 minutes. That little bit of steam will help all the spices and seasonings to infuse into the rice and will be bringing everything together. After 2 minutes, lift up. I love adding a teaspoon of my homemade ghee at this point, but ghee is totally optional. Signing off the dish with a little bit of ghee makes this more special. Finally, a good amount of chopped coriander leaves or any herb of your choice, and sprinkle of a few drops of lemon juice brightens up this dish even more. You can serve this with any vegetable or tofu curry that has a thick gravy, or a stir-fried chicken if you're a non-vegetarian, or serve it just with a simple raita or a salad. It stores very well in the refrigerator for a few days. Just warm it up in the microwave before serving. You can take this in your lunchbox. It is such a helpful and beautiful recipe. Please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed watching this video, and please leave a comment for me. Bye bye.